Dads, I hope you've enjoyed this Provide course. What I've tried to do is provide a comprehensive course on how you can best provide for your family. As we end, I want to let Professor Paul Gilbride give you an acronym for PROVIDE.
When people think of the word provide with respect to a family, it's very heavily based on the financial aspect. And, it's what I was saying before. It goes back to the providing a roof over your head and providing clothes and food. And, I think that it's such a narrow and unrealistic definition of what provide really means. And so when I work with other dads, we focus on changing their definition of provide, but I do use an acronym that I feel captures, what provide really means and how you can be the best you can be for your family. And so the P would stand for parenting, and that's not specific to dads, but that is a challenge, and it's educating yourself, and it's being true to who you are as a parent and not worrying about the mistakes you're going to make. And, it kind of harkens back to the old phrase, the kids don't come with a manual. Well, they don't come with a manual for women either. And so men are learning about parenting on the fly just as much as women are. And there's a lot of resources out there. And I encourage dads to parent in their own way, parents in the way that is natural to them. And, if you have the fundamental love for your kids and the best intentions, I really believe that, it all finds a way to work itself out. The R for provide would be redefining your masculinity, and we talked about that earlier. Just taking a look at what society defines as masculine and being more realistic with yourself about what that really means and how true that is to you. The O in provide would be overcoming gender and cultural stereotypes. Again, that concept of men don't belong in the home. They don't have the nurturing capability that a woman has to raise their kids. So I challenge my dads to really think that through and redefine, what their role is and their capability to be a phenomenal caregiver. The V in provide would be investing in yourself. I'm a huge proponent of, if you take care of yourself and you nurture yourself physically and mentally and emotionally and really strive to become the best you can be, that trickles down to everyone, including your kids. And I just don't believe that the model of doing everything for your kids or your spouse or both and neglecting yourself is a sustainable model for anybody, much less a caregiver. And so I encourage the vesting in yourself. The I of provide would stand for inspire. That to me goes back to that CEO role. You're the front and center for your kids, and the better you are as a person and the more inspiring and the more greatness you demand from yourself, the better role model you're going to be, the more you're going to set an example to not only your kids and your spouse, but to the world. And so inspiration to me is a huge factor in becoming a great dad. The D in provide would stand for daring to share your unique gifts. And I believe we all are put on this earth for a reason. And every one of us has gifts that are unique to us. And that sometimes, just based on the role we're playing, we tend to forget about. And I think you have to A, identify those gifts, B, nurture them, and C, bring them to everything you do. And that includes parenting, because that's what makes you special. That's what's going to make you shine. That's the energy your kids are going to feel, your spouse is going to feel. When you are sharing, what you were given as a special gift to be on this earth to share. And then the E in provide would stand for embodying everything it means to be a true leader. And to me, that's the patience, the perseverance, the perspective, the courage, passion, being a lifelong learner, all those things we talked about as what makes a good CEO and a good dad. And so embodying all those things, I think if you master those 7 or continue to work on those 7 aspects of being a dad, I believe you're going to be a phenomenal dad. You're going to be a happy person, and that's going to show up in everything you do. So,
Dads, thanks for watching. I do hope that you've become a better provider by being in this course. Providing is not easy, but it's necessary. It involves more than just finances. It involves, in my opinion, most importantly, leadership. Provide leadership in your home, and everything else will come into its place. Go and provide.